Yo, salute my dude Felix in the chat. You know, you're a real one, man. You pop up right away, man. Shout out to you for the support, brother. You know, me and you, we got a lot in common. We both got gypped, you know. We both got gypped by the Gypsy King, the Cheat King, so we have a lot in common. And we're gonna be part of the long run, man. Hopefully he shows up because if not, I guess me and you're gonna be on that class action lawsuit headed towards Top Rank Boxing. Man, I just left the gym. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Let me let my people know that we on here live. Shit, what's cooking? Hey, man, say, man, we feeling good on this side, dude. You know what? In the famous word of Bob Ross, every day's a good day when you paint. You know, it is, man. When you have an art life like me, man, everything feels good because you look at life through a different lens. Man, always King and Fury not getting away with that shit. Yeah, I know his bitch ass. He gonna show up. He can be fucking juiced up, but it's all good. I ain't mad. As long as Wilder's not, drugged. I don't mind if Fury's juiced up because I think Wilder can still put him out there. I feel like the main reason why Wilder lost that second fight is because I believe him, man. He was not himself. We all seen it. Even though he wasn't himself, he was still able to land a couple shots. But you know, imagine if Fury's juiced up like the way he is and goes into that fight with a Wilder that's clean and determined. It don't matter. We see what happened to dudes who got juiced up and came in there with Wilder. He still laid them out. Oh shit! Yeah, my audio is. I don't know why I keep on doing this, yo. When I leave the gym, I still keep my headphones on. But what's going on? Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking building. Shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. I'm just waiting for more people to go and join the chat so we can talk about the topic at hand. The clock is ticking for Canelo Saul Alvarez, known as one of the best fighters in boxing today. Man, I like Canelo Alvarez, dude. People always believe that I'm just some type of Mexican hater or some shit like that. Nah, I like Canelo Alvarez. Shit, I don't know. You think M Properties will show up? M Properties, you mean fucking Adam? Hell no. That guy's a fucking creep, but he's a real Tyson Fury fan. I still remember, dude, man, I swear I want to talk about something else, but this Tyson Fury shit is just hilarious, especially how he called Wilder a sausage today. Dude, go to the comment section of any post about Tyson Fury's video just recently. Everybody is fucking eating him alive. People hate this motherfucker, dude. They're like, man, shut the hell up and fight. We're tired of that shit. But yeah, shout out to the boxers that's doing the right thing in the sport. We got to get rid of guys like that. But as far as Canelo and this time is ticking or the clock is ticking shit, man, it's real, dude. It's like those so-called Mexican dates. It's like there's always something going on for Canelo where he's not able to fight on those dates anymore. It's like negotiations with fighters, they're falling apart. Fighters not having enough time to fight him. You know, it's just like, dude, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Canelo versus John Ryder. I know. That shit sounds crazy as hell, but that's what it's looking like. It's looking like Canelo and John Ryder or Canelo and drained up Beevil. Because there's no way he's fighting better beef at 175. And for those who keep on saying 175, dude, September 15th is like 40 days away from now, dude. There's no way he's going to jump up to 175 to fight somebody at their natural weight class. Fucking hell no. Anybody who wants to fight Canelo right now has to fight at the weight Canelo wants them to fight at. No ifs, ands, or but. That's why I'm saying a drain Beevil, because Beevil, he shot himself in the foot when he said statements like, "Oh, I will fight Canelo at 168." Well, now he's about to put you to the test. Are you going to fight him at 168 right now? You got 10 seconds on the clock. You got to join. Are you going to join and take this contract? Most definitely. A lot of these dudes willing to sacrifice a lot of stuff to fight Canelo, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Beevil, if he gets the task, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna go into that fight and be like, man, um, I wasn't my full self. Um, you know, I wasn't feeling myself. I took the fight on short notice. Da 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 da. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear that, man, because we already know the games that's being played when it comes to Canelo and team. Say you hear Canelo duck Benavides too, as he knew Plant and David were in the contract. See, that's some shit, man. That's the shit with Canelo. It's like somebody posted today where they're like basically like, man, I'm starting to see a pattern with Canelo, dude. There's always a pattern. Why is it the fights that we want you to have somehow the deal isn't right, or this fighter does not present this, or this fighter doesn't have this? But when it comes to the European guys, there's no problem with making those fights. That fight can happen. Those fights happen so simple, man. Simple. And like I have to say, man, just for this disclaimer before the Canelo Man fans come in here and start to try to eat Art Man alive, I like Canelo Alvarez, but the stuff that he is doing is very questionable. I could see if Canelo was just like a rising contender or whatever. But this guy Canelo, you guys are calling him the pound for pound best in the world. So when you're calling somebody that, we have to hold this guy to high expectations, because there's no way you can say, oh, he's the best in the world fighting guys like this. And there's no way you can sit here and tell us, oh, these guys are the best fighters in the world that he's beating, because they're not. I don't care about what sanctioning body gave who a belt, or what sanctioning body put this fighter in position to win an easy belt. There's no way you can tell me Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Smiths are the best fighters in the fucking world, and Canelo just conquered them. Hell no. Guys are fucking trash. Said that's my thing too, bro. I don't rock with decisions in the patterns. Yeah, it's the patterns. It's like, dude, I like Canelo's skills, man. I want to see that skill put to test. I want to see Canelo Alvarez go in there, and I want to see the great head movement against top guys. Top guys. Yeah, I seen a little bit of Danny Jacobs. Now, can we see you against a younger, fresher guy who didn't survive cancer? You know what I'm saying? A guy who didn't get diagnosed with cancer, I meant. Can we see Canelo fight those type of guys? I want to see Canelo against the young guns, the top guys, the top in their division. Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, Jamel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to see. And okay. So Saunders beat someone named Shifat Isi for the belt, and that says the top guy. Bro, I don't care what nobody say, because people they don't pay attention to the patterns. I've seen, dude, Billy Joe Saunders always knew he had a Canelo fight in the horizon. So he played it safe. He intentionally popped, never gave Andre that fight, held on to the belt, dropped the belt, went up to a different division and got an opportunity for the belt. And then when Andre was like, okay, I'll jump up and wait to fight you for the belt, didn't answer the call. Gets the Canelo fight, looks like a fucking bro. He looked terrible. He got cooked. He got cooked in that Canelo fight. I drew an amazing painting. I painted an amazing picture of Billy Joe Saunders getting cooked. Put it on a couple of t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders ain't shit. Never been shit. He ain't gonna be shit. Shit, you fuck around and give me a chance. Give me a 6-week training camp. I fuck around and beat Billy Joe Saunders too. Shit. He ain't shit, dude. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody says. It's like this. You know, imagine going to college, right? And You have you have all these qualifications, all these certificates, all these degrees. You get out of college, you try to apply for a job. You don't get the job. But somebody on the other hand that just happened to be from a different creed gets the same accomplishments as you, but you're at least smarter than him. Your grades are a little bit higher. You get better, grades or whatever. Your GPA is higher. He goes into a situation and he gets the job. Now, does that make you less than does that make you less smart? Does that make you an idiot because this guy got the task and you didn't? No, it doesn't. Some fighters get the opportunities that people don't get. Even though they're not fully qualified, they still get these opportunities. I feel like, man, these people are playing chess. These matchmakers are playing fucking chess. He said, fuck Canelo, he's a fraud. Oh, man, I thought you was a Canelo fan. Come on, man. We got to talk about it. I thought you was a Canelo fan, man. Join the chat, dude. Join the chat. You got it. Come on, man. Man, Canelo, like, dude, it's like, we can't call. It's like, how can you guys sit here and criticize Bud Crawford and say, oh, he's fighting lackluster competition, but Canelo's out here fighting the Yildirim's of the world, fighting the Caleb Smiths of the world. Dude, Mean Machine is a tougher opponent than fucking Rocky Fielding. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, the fuck I said it. He's definitely a tougher opponent, man.
Yo, what's good, bro?
What's going on, man?
And to answer your question really quickly, you said I thought you was a Canelo fan. I was a Canelo fan when he fought Austin Trout. I was a Canelo fan when he fought Erislandy Lara, but I ain't a fan of him no more. Yo, let's take a look at this motherfucker's resume, bro. Every big
Let's look
name,
at it. Let's look
every
at it.
every big name that he's got, keep it a buck, 35 and over. The youngest guy that is worth a fuck, like name wise, is I think Miguel Cotto, who was 35 years old. That's sad, bro. Like, take a look at everybody good that he's fought. I'm talking about name wise. Shane Mosley, past his prime. Miguel Cotto, past his prime. Kovalev, past his prime. Come on, man. Triple G past his prime, and you could argue Triple G beat him both times. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, this dude, he knows when to fight a guy. You know what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders looked like shit his last outing before Canelo. Then Canelo was like, oh, it's time for me to go fight him. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, this man, he a fraud, bro. He's a fraud. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, bro. And now you got the opportunity to fight somebody young in their prime. When the fuck's the last time Canelo fought somebody in their 20s, bro? Who was good, who was rated high? It's been a while.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
I think Lara was the last guy.
And we see how that happened.
Yeah,
Said Kovalev KO was fake as fuck.
I believe that Kovalev really wasn't trying to win that fight. Like, come on, yo, did you see the fight, bro? He was holding back those punches. Like, come on, and even then, even him holding back, I don't give a fuck what anybody says, bro. I swear, Kovalev was holding back those punches, and even holding back, he was winning the fight. You know what I'm saying?
You know how I know for sure he was holding back? It's because we saw him fight less than 2 months prior.
Yeah. And bro, it's crazy because he beat, like, you're telling me he beat the living shit out of Anthony Yard, who's bigger than Canelo, but you're telling me that he was like pity patting Canelo out. Like, come on, bro. Like, yo, you was hurting Anthony Yard with jabs.
I mean, Anthony Yard, Kovalev almost got stopped by Anthony Yard.
He did, definitely. But what I'm saying, like, if you look at the way he was hitting Anthony Yard and the popping and the snapping his punches, compared to Canelo Alvarez, bro, it's clear as day he wasn't trying to hurt Canelo. You know what I mean? And even then, he was still winning. Like, he was winning very convincingly in my card, at least.
Yeah, because all he was doing just popping the jab.
Yeah.
There was time where Kovalev could have just threw a right hand.
Yeah.
He even do that.
Right. And then when he would throw those right hands, he'd be like at the very end, oh wait a minute, I can't hurt him, and like pull it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
He wasn't
noticed
hitting.
that. You noticed that too.
Hell
Where
yeah, I
it's
noticed
like,
that. I
oh
was
shit.
watching this fight like, bro. I'm like, bro, you know Kovalev about to look at his bank account tomorrow morning and smile. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Nah,
son.
I don't even know about smile. It's probably like, damn, I look at my bank account now. I can pay off these fucking court fees.
But yeah, bro, I was a Canelo fan at one point. I was a very big Canelo fan. Um, and you know, it's sad. It's sad because honestly, to keep it a buck with you, bro, I would pick him to beat Charlo. I'd pick him to beat Benavidez. I'd pick him to beat these guys. But he doesn't. I'd pick him to beat Andre, and he's ducking the living shit out of Andre. Come on, like, you know what I mean? There's nobody that can convince me he's not ducking Andre. And
Duh, it's the clear as day. He said he's too
yeah,
boring. He was literally one belt away from being
right,
undisputed.
right,
He
right,
said
right.
Andre was too boring, and then he went
Yeah.
to have a boring fight. He went on to have a boring fight with Kovalev.
Mm-hmm. And yo, honestly, bro, it is okay. Is the Caleb Plant fight, is that like 100% off? Like for sure, for sure.
Apparently to what the reports were.
Okay, because I was thinking, I had a thought in my head, and I'm not the only one that has like come up with this, but I'm like, what if Canelo is still cycling? You know what I mean? He hasn't fleshed out the PEDs in his system, and he's waiting for that, and then he'll go ahead and fight Caleb Plant. I mean, I could be just talking shit, but hey, listen, with Canelo, man, you just never know with this guy. And it sucks because like I was saying, bro, I feel like he has the skills and the ability to beat all these guys, but he just doesn't test himself. He doesn't test himself.
I think it's some people might say I'm crazy, but I really believe it's because of his knees, man.
Because he what?
His knees.
His
His knees.
knees?
Yep. I don't know if you've seen it, but Canelo, it was like after the second fight or after the first Triple G fight when he got Poffer Peds and all that stuff. He had to get a knee surgery. They said for like a cyst on his knee.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
But it don't look like it was just a cyst for his knee because after that he had to wear a knee brace. He had a knee brace in the second Triple G fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like all that fast foot movement that he had in the first Triple G fight, it just suddenly disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it could be that. It could be the knee issues. I don't know. All I know is this dude is not okay. I'll tell you what. If let's say Andre has I'm talking about like a terrible showing his next fight, don't be surprised if Canelo makes the call, man. I'm just saying, like, this dude waits for you to have a really bad showing. For example, Triple G, when Triple G fought Danny Jacobs, he didn't look too good, and then all of a sudden after that, oh, here comes Canelo trying to fight.
Canelo fought.
You know what I mean?
Canelo fought Danny Jacobs coming off of 3 wars.
Right. In a very iffy bout against Dervinchenko.
That's what he fought. Danny Jacobs coming off of 3 wars.
Yeah. Right.
With Triple G, Dervinchenko, Selesky, or yeah, I don't know if it was that order: Triple G, Selesky, then Dervinchenko.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
And all those fights were tough fights. And he went that fight with Canelo, and even then, Danny Jacobs looked like he was holding back too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right. I wouldn't say. I don't know if I can go as far as say as Triple G was holding back. I legitimately
not Triple G. I said Danny Jacobs.
Oh, Jacobs. I don't know. I want to say that he was legitimately trying to win the fight. I mean, it was a competitive fight. You know, I thought Canelo won it, but you know, it was competitive.
What Danny Jacobs did in that first round, I shook my head so that highlight of Canelo just going like slipping all of Danny Jacobs. But I said, dude, this is not the Danny Jacobs I know. What are you doing throwing 5 jabs in a row? What are you doing?
Right. I mean, you could be right.
And I wouldn't do no stupid shit like that. If I see
it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, man, when it comes to Canelo, nothing surprises me. So it wouldn't shock me if he really wasn't trying to win. And it's sad. It's sad, bro, because you can't go you can't name a time that Canelo fought somebody elite in their prime since Erislandy Lara, and that was what 2014, 2015, something like that.
When is
So it's sad, bro.
when is Canelo gonna fight his version of Canelo?
When's Canelo gonna what?
You know when Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo?
Yes.
When is Canelo gonna beat that older champion fighting the younger guy coming up and showing the world that it's levels to this shit?
I mean, good question. Good question. Would be nice if he would, but the way him and Floyd are so different because Floyd beat these guys when they were at their the top of the game.
Best, they're top.
You know what I'm saying? Like Shane Mosley had just beaten the living crap out of Margarito. Miguel Cotto has just beaten Margarito. You know what I mean? Like these guys were coming off good wins. Maybe they weren't in their prime.
Maidana just went to war with AB, beat him.
Right. Like these guys probably weren't at their prime, but they had just came off of very good wins, and Floyd was also past his prime.
And that's the thing. We don't give Floyd a lot of credit for that dude. For being
right.
36, 37, beating a young, undefeated champion with power.
Right.
Speed.
And I was so shocked. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I gave Floyd all props because I was very shocked. I never would have thought he would have picked somebody 10 years his senior, or actually younger, more than that. I think 13 years his senior. His 13 years younger than him. I would have never thought that. And he beat him fucking easy as hell. I don't think Canelo won a round, to be honest with you. So, and after that, I was like, damn, like, yo, Floyd's legit. Like, he's that guy. And a lot of people, will sit there and try to tell you, oh, Canelo was green. But listen, if you're a champion, like Sergio Martinez said, bro, when he was talking to Chavez Jr., he said, once you're a champion, you have to face the consequences, meaning you have to go for the guys that want your belt, which is everybody. So
everybody. And like my dude, I said, Felix says in the chat, he said him versus David is like Floyd versus Canelo. Like you said, young lion versus the man, but Canelo is 7 years younger than Floyd at 37. Yeah, like it's not like you're super old. You're in your prime. You can beat these young dudes. If you
absolutely.
And here's the thing. You know what I feel like Canelo's afraid of? He's afraid of the Cesar Chavez passing the torch to Oscar De La Hoya moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's afraid of that.
Mm-hmm.
He's afraid of being the Mexican legend that's passing the torch to the young up-and-coming Mexican, which is David Benavidez.
That's sad.
I feel like he doesn't want to give that up. He loves it, dude. He loves wake up in the morning and go outside and see the mariachi bands performing for him. I would love that feeling too. I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like I'm the motherfucking president. My job is to fight. I'm representing this country, and the people love me. They have people singing my name, my pictures, my morals on the wall.
Oh, of course, who wouldn't.
Of course, he doesn't want to be in a situation where he loses to the young guy, and next thing you know, they're saying, "Oh, viva fucking David Benavidez," or I forgot what do they say? What's that word that they say? They say something where they big up their fighters.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, speak Spanish, but somebody may know.
I mean, I speak Spanish, but not like I don't know Mexican slang, so I'm not sure. But I get what you're saying. And I agree 100% with you. Of course he doesn't want to lose it. Who the fuck wants to lose that? Nobody does. Everybody wants to hold on to that for as long as they can. But at the same time, it's not like even if Benavidez beat Canelo is so young to where it's not exactly passing the torch. You know what I mean? Like it's not like Canelo's 37, 38. Canelo's like what, 31, barely, something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not. Yeah. So he's still in his prime. He would beat Benavidez. I would bet money on it. But he doesn't want to fight him. You know what I mean?
People don't understand. I just had a dude on here yesterday, and I was like, dude, because he was like, I said, isn't there fights out here that can be legacy defining fights for Canelo? Mm-hmm. And he said, there's none. And I said, none? Are you crazy? Canelo versus David Benavidez will be an instant classic.
Mm-hmm. Right. No, I agree with you. I mean, I don't know. The thing is what division does Canelo fight at more? 68 or 60? I always forget.
Canelo fights at whatever he wants to fight at.
Pretty much. Canelo weight.
Anybody will go there. So this is why I don't understand. If Canelo, if you're the man in charge, why are nobody doing what you want them to do?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Not happening. Because when Floyd was considered the face of boxing, stuff was getting done. Fights were happening.
Mm-hmm.
Fighters were not complaining because they knew. Notice that every fighter was like, "Yeah, I lost, but shit, made me a lot of money. Shit,
Yeah. Not only that, but most of the guys that lost to him, they got a lot better. For like Canelo, for example, him and Pacquiao, they're still going strong. These guys are still champions. You know what I mean? So
yeah." But yeah, this guy, like my dude Felix says, "What the fuck? There's 3, 4 legacy fights with him." And I was like, dude, because I hate when Canelo fans or just people who admire Canelo, they just try to be like, I hate when they do this, when they be like, oh well, Canelo's just in a league of his own, man. Like nobody can
no,
ever touch him. I'm like, dude, you
no,
can
he's not.
say that this guy's in a league of his own if the only person he really beat, or even there's an asterisk around that, was Triple G. And
Exactly.
Football Derby train.
And that fight. Okay, look, listen. Number one, I thought Triple G won that clearly. I thought it was one of the worst robberies I've ever seen in my life. And
Really? That's how you feeling?
yeah, of course. Triple G won that first fight. Listen, I had $800 on Canelo Alvarez, and when they called a draw, bro, you do not know the sigh of relief that I breathed at that.
Dude, I don't know if you heard my story, but yes, I do know the side of relief that you had. Because I was sitting there holding on to my money so tight and my shit was crinkling up like.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my, bro, I was sweating. I was like, yo, my wife about to hang me by my nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
this
was like, oh
same here,
my God, bro.
because
Yeah.
this was back then before the art was moving. You know what I'm saying? This was before I was big art man. I was just
Yeah.
so that was needed
Right.
that money at the time. So I was like, yo.
Yeah.
But
Same thing.
my dad was sitting there. He was like, man, son, because I was betting my uncle, and my dad was like, man, son, I think you should just go ahead and get that money up because you know he lost that fight. And I was like, that's not what the judges say.
Yo, honestly, I swear to God, bro. Like, I'm telling you, at the time, money was tight too, and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
if I gotta drop these, because I'm a man of my word, bro. If I gotta bet, I'm paying it no matter what. But I'm like, yo, if I lose these 800, right? Because I think I only had like 900 in the account. So I'm like, oh my God, yo, I'm about to lose. Yo, when they said a draw, I said, whoo! I was like, thank you, Jesus, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
So,
saying? And then after that, I was like, oh, I can't get any worse than this. And then he popped Dirty for Pence. I was like, oh shit.
yep.
Because look, what kept me intrigued was I was looking at the fight, right? And I was like, man, Canelo, dude, he's looking great. I'm like, man, and here's the thing. I said, dude, the Canelo training for Triple G, he looked so physically fit in that training video. He was looking fast. Bro, I swear I feel like they probably deleted videos because I remember watching specifically the lead up to the Triple G1 fight. Canelo was looking great, and then he went in the ring. He was looking great, and then he faded towards the later rounds, and he got the draw. And then I heard the news when they said, "Oh man, he popped Dirty for Pence," and I said, "Oh shit, that explains everything." Because I'm like, dude, I've never seen Canelo like that.
Right.
But hey, it is what it is, man. What you think? You think I not saying. I mean, we got to be real. It's documentation beats conversation. It is
Right.
documented that Canelo Alvarez popped Dirty for performance enhancing drugs,
Right.
which means he was on PEDs
Yes.
in Triple G1 fight. So
100%.
the fight should really be a no contest. But hey,
Technically speaking.
but hey, you know, he won the second fight.
Yeah. In the second fight, but at the you know what I mean. The first fight was bad enough because Triple G was 35, I want to say, and then the second fight he was like 36, 37. You know what I mean? So imagine if that was Triple G at like 32, 31 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that goes back to what I was saying. If Canelo, all his big wins at the end of the day, no matter how you slice and dice it, are all guys that are at least 35 years old. And in boxing, 35 years old in life is young, but in sport is old. You consider an old man at 35 years old. You
Because
know what
the
I
young
mean?
fighters got that extra oomph.
Right. Exactly.
that boost of
Exactly.
testosterone that you can't naturally get right now.
Right. So him, all his wins, bro, all his good name wins are all guys that are at least 35 years old. You know what I mean? Shane Mosley was 40. And then on top of that, he lost to a guy that was 36 years old. You know what I mean? In Floyd. And then realistically, he lost to Triple G, but he got away with a draw, which is okay, whatever. At the end of the day, what's on the paper is what matters. But Canelo's legacy, bro, when he retires, is going to be questioned all the time because this dude, you're gonna start saying to yourself like, yeah, this dude was great, but the guys that he beat, they were all old, washed up, and then he was ducking a lot of guys until until they had bad performances or things like that. And keep it a buck, bro. 168 is a very weak division, champion wise.
It
I mean,
is.
very weak.
I said that on Twitter. People got offended because I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck, man. Canelo's not fighting Plant, man, and these guys about to fight other people. This division is fucking whack.
Yeah, exactly. Not only is it whack, it's very weak to become undisputed at. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's just like you see, and then it's like I really believe that Team Canelo, man, they really have some well orchestrated matchmaking, man.
oh, absolutely. They have something, bro. Listen, if I was a professional boxer, I would want those guys on my side. Because I'm telling you, my record would look amazing. Because they have the best matchmaking padded record ever that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So props to them. I mean, props to them. That's their job. That's their job. High low risk, high reward. That's what you want.
So
But
let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Because I've heard this before, and I've heard this from people who are matchmakers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that when they go into these meetings and they have conversations about matchmaking,
Mm-hmm.
do the topic of race come into play?
Yeah, I believe so because at the end of the day, it is a business, and there's some races unfortunately that just they don't sell like others.
Not
Like others
saying
do.
necessarily racism, but
Mm-hmm.
just a conversation of race comes up when they're discussing matchmaking.
Are you talking business wise or like
I'm
fight
talking about
wise?
like, okay, let's say I know certain styles are bad for my fighter.
Okay.
So I'm not going to match him with a fighter that comes from America, that comes from Black America, specifically Black Americans, because that's not saying that they're better than or less than. I'm just saying that, this style is not good for our fighter.
Right.
I think they think about stuff like that.
I think it's already understood.
Yes, they do. 100%. That definitely is. I mean, I'm no matchmaker. I've never been in a meeting, but I am 100% sure that is a topic that comes up because ever since Canelo lost to, not lost. I thought he lost, but his very tough, very controversial fight against Erislandy Lara, you haven't seen Canelo in there with somebody slick that is a southpaw that fights like that. Like Billy Joe was, you know what I mean? I don't think Billy Joe was that good, to be honest with you. But Billy Joe's, let's be real here. Billy Joe is white. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have the athleticism genetics that black guys have.
That's true.
So, when's the last time you saw Canelo in there with a black prime fighter? You know what I mean? It's been a while.
Danny Jacobs.
They always say Danny
Jacobs in front of you, and Danny Jacobs stand in front of everybody. So
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but Danny Jacobs, like Artman was saying, he was coming off of a really couple of really bad shows.
3 wars.
Wars. But go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
My bad, not my bad. But I'm saying he's coming off, not to discredit Danny Jacobs and say he's not a warrior in the ring, but when you're comparing a guy who's coming off of 3 wars and is survived cancer. It's different compared to a guy that's young, undefeated, and a champion, and in his prime and younger.
Right.
I'm describing as Charlo or Benavidez.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big difference.
Yeah, even with Danny Jacobs though, man, Danny Jacobs always shrinks. If you look at his record, bro, he shrinks in the big fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, look, I don't know who called Danny Jacobs for Canelo, but I call Canelo. Like Canelo, like Danny Jacobs is what he is. He there's no level he's going to show you above than what he didn't shown you already. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Canelo, like I'm not saying that Canelo's not talented, bro. That's the tragedy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He,
he's got talent.
It sucks because he is so talented.
you know what I'm saying? He to me, he's in the same boat with me like a Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got talented, but against who, bro? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get what it is about people. Like, no matter what y'all say, the Euro fighters, they stay across the pond for a reason. Boxing is bigger over here than it is there. It's more money, it's more opportunity, but they stay over there because you can round robin. And just let's just be honest, their fans are dedicated to their particular fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They get so mad at me on Twitter because I tell them, I be like, dude, give me a good 6-week camp. I'll fuck around and be a Commonwealth champion over there.
You probably would. You probably would. I mean, come on, let's just keep it a beat here. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't mean to sound like prejudice or nothing like that, but let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you take a look at the UK fighters versus today's American fighters, you can't tell me that UK fighters are more skilled. There's just not. You know what I mean? Billy Joe is probably like one of their most skilled fighters, and he got beaten by Canelo, who's flat-footed. You know what I mean?
I'm saying
Anthony Joshua got beat by, you know, like, hey, shout out to Andy Ruiz, but let's keep it a buck here. He got beat by a fat guy.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, beat by the pizza man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God, bro, they champs over there because they stay over there. You know what I'm saying?
Level competition over there is
Tyson Fury, but then Tyson Fury has a looming question mark over his biggest victory, his biggest American victory.
Right.
Whether you believe it or not, it's still a big question mark over it.
Yeah. No, it's there. It's there. You know me. You know I don't believe it, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's still there. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't there, you wouldn't have just mentioned it right now. So it's there. It's there.
At this point with Tyson Fury, bro, I don't care if he did. I know he a duck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's stuck in the trilogy. I mean, I don't know if it's on for October. I really don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Tyson Fury just goes ahead and retires
because of Tyson Fury. You see what I'm saying? Like, why is people keep talking like this is a definite win, a absolute win for Tyson Fury when y'all man the one who looking for every excuse to get out this fight, bro. If it wasn't that, you would just beat the man up and get it over with. The sooner you got him beat up and over with, it'd have been better for you.
Right.
Stop, bro. Like, Tyson Fury don't want it with Wilder. He can cuss and call Deontay Wilder all those names. That could have been finished last month, bro. That could have been finished last month, bro.
That could have been finished last year.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Come on,
I mean,
bro.
there's a reason. There's a reason why. You know what I mean? When I went on Artman's last live, I mentioned the 3 reasons why I could possibly think that he doesn't want to do it. You know, like I told him, either one, he's tickets aren't doing too hot, you know, for July. Number 2, like I said, let's put on our promoter hats and think, you know, that the pay-per-views are just not hot right now. Another reason, my last reason, and the one that I told Artman, this is the one I really believe, is Tyson Fury just wants to keep stalling until Deontay Wilder just calls off the fight himself, and then he can go ahead and fight Anthony Joshua. That's what I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just like my reasons. Or number 3, maybe he just doesn't think he could win. I don't know. I have no idea. You know.
It's like I said before, man. Like, you don't pay people millions of dollars not to scrap when I can whoop your ass.
Right. No, of course.
You see what I'm saying? You don't do that. I'm not gonna pay no lawyer when I can go out to this ring or this street and put my hands on you and it's all over and done with. Nah.
Right. And you disrespecting my race.
You know what I'm saying? And like, get paid for it, bro. Like so. No matter what, I'm sorry, Art, man. Just say, go ahead, bro.
I was just throwing a little ad-libs into what you saying, because I'm just like, man, he was like, yeah, Wilder disrespected his race. Yeah, he disrespected your race. Go whoop his ass, right?
Right, exactly. Go put hands on him. You know what I mean?
What you talking about in court? I never want.
Yeah, I mean,
him saying he never wants. He literally said he never wants to fight Wilder again.
I mean, bro, Tyson Fury is one more remark away from me no longer being a fan of him. You know, what I mean? Like, he's already starting to get a bad taste in my mouth of him, no homo. But you know what I mean? Like he's another guy where I'm starting to like not like anymore.
He should already
just because of his shenanigans. You know what I mean? I mean, like I gave him the benefit of the doubt for a couple of.
Why?
Well, I just explained
Why?
it. So number 1, look. The him not wanting to do the trilogy, you know, I just gave you a couple of reasons why I believe.
Okay.
I believe it. You know what I mean? So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and waiting till October. If he backs out in October, then it's official. He's just ducking. He doesn't want to fight Wilder.
I mean,
but the big reason why I think is because he wants to unify the belts, and he wants to just stall Wilder to the point where Wilder's just like, yo, I don't want to keep waiting on this guy. Fuck him. I'm done with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's my main reason. Like I said, if October comes and he somehow, some way pulls out of it, then I'm no longer gonna be a fan, and I'm just like, all right, he now I'm starting to believe that he did cheat.
Okay, I got it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, and I just want to know your take on it, right? So, what happens and I say if with quote marks and shit, because we all, like I said, the reason why we're doubting this even happening is because of Tyson Fury, correct?
Yes.
Right. We're not having a doubt that Deontay Wilder is looking to show up and do what he has to do, correct?
No, not at all.
Okay. So, like, this man, Tyson Fury, I mean, and, hey, I'm not knocking your opinion. Your opinion is yours, okay? But as the fans as a whole, right? This guy has showed y'all numerous times that he's not trustworthy or his word is worth jack shit, right? Why should he? How many times he got to fuck you in your ass before you know you're getting raped?
Mm-hmm. I get it. No, and believe me, I get exactly where you're coming from.
About to call IT on Ricky Williams.
But like I said, you know, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Look, the first time it was called off, it was due to COVID. Okay, we get it. But the last couple of times is not.
The first time it was called off. The first time it was called off was you right, but due to COVID. I'm thinking of the second fight. Yeah, go ahead, you right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So and then the last couple of times it hasn't been COVID. It's been you. Like he said he caught COVID and then he was car shopping like literally 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting. It's kind of like, to answer your question, really, it's kind of like, you know, when you believe something and then things happen and then you just start to kind of open your eyes and realize that it's all bullshit. That's kind of what I'm going through right now. You know what I mean? It's like
when you found out it wasn't no Santa Claus.
Yeah, or like a girl who keeps forgiving her man for cheating and then he keeps cheating and eventually she gets sick and tired of it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. I'm like in like one of those situations. I want to keep rooting for Fury because I am a fan of him, and I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm starting to like, all right, man. Like now you showing me you really just don't want that.
Okay, so one more question for you, bro. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. So if the fight comes off, after the fight, and you know they step into the ring October the 9th, everything looked legit, the gloves, everything, right? And if Tyson Fury just get mollywopped.
Mm-hmm. So when you say mollywopped, just because, and there, no, don't laugh. There's a reason.
No, I'm just laughing at the term. Go ahead.
You said what?
No, I'm just laughing at that mollywop.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, like when you say mollywop, what exactly do you mean? Because in the first fight, Tyson Fury damn near got knocked out, and people still believe he cheated in the first fight. No. So what do you mean by mollywop?
Mollywopped. I'm saying Deontay Wilder come in there and punish him to the body and finish him with a straight right or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so like absolute shutout,
like domination.
Yeah. Then I would think that Fury cheated, 100%.
Right. Do you believe that Fury should be coming forward if that's what worked on Deontay Wilder the second fight?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I said, do you believe that Tyson Fury should come out and go forward, seeing as how he supposedly had Deontay Wilder figure out, and that's how he beat him in the second fight?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Because it came out of his own mouth. He said he knows he can't win a decision in America against Wilder. Supposedly, those are his words. So if he starts to box in that fight, I'm gonna look at it funny. Like, wait a minute, you just said not too long ago that you know that you can't win a decision and you have to come forward and knock him out. So why aren't you doing it again? You know what I mean? Like off the top of the head, that's gonna click. But to answer your question, no, I think that's the only way he can win. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't think he could outbox Wilder. He tried it, almost got knocked out.
Okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Art, man.
No, it's a healthy conversation because a lot of stuff got to be discussed between now and October 9th. Mm-hmm. I feel like people getting upset with Tyson Fury right now, but he's just doing his job because he has to promote this fight because he got top ranked in the red, mm-hmm. due to what Bob Arum said. Mm-hmm. So he has to promote this fight. So by him saying all this, Wilder, you're a sausage, I think he's just doing his job. He's just doing his job. I mean, yeah.
I get it.
Tyson Fury, y'all don't really understand. I think y'all understand. I'm just talking shit, but I don't think the general public understands that Tyson Fury really is on a leash with these guys,
Mm-hmm.
because it takes a lot for the CEO to go on a black man's platform and says, "Hey, the guy that we're celebrating that whooped your fighter actually has our company in the red."
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit's crazy, man. Like what
Right,
the
right, right, right,
so like Tyson Fury, he has to make the money back. So
right, right, right.
this fight, we can't just have you fight. Just we got to make sure we get all of the money that we can to restart our company, because
Right.
this guy, I heard the look. I don't know if you guys seen that documentary.
Yeah, I seen it.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Based off what they said in that documentary, they said that Tyson Fury signed a 5-fight deal for $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they didn't give him the 100 million up front, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they gave him a large amount.
Right, probably half up front if I have to
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
So the fact that y'all gave him all this money, and then he has his own fight without Wilder, and that shit only does like what a local rapper does.
Yeah, man. That shit was like they could have held that in a bar, bro. That's how.
Bro, that is like, I will be looking at. I truly understand what Bob Arum says when he says they're in the red, because I can see it. Because you're giving him this amount of money and he's only producing this shit. I don't even know, and that's why I feel like they're so hell bent on making this Joshua versus Fury fight, because
Exactly.
they had to make this money back. Like what?
Exactly. They thought they was gonna be able to get it done before, you know what I'm saying, and then pay the fine on the back end if it was. So that's what they was hoping to do.
Yep.
Right. But
But that goes back to my to the second reason that I had. You know what I mean? Like let's put on our promoter and business hat on, and maybe they're just trying to just generate pay-per-view, and you know what I'm saying, and like really build it, because the last fight I think did 1 million or something like that. The third fight, with all the hype around it, bro, they could fuck around and do 1.5.
yeah, it's a big fight.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, it was way bigger than AJ versus Fury.
Probably.
It is. I've been saying that, especially if it's in Saudi Arabia. I could see if you guys was like, okay, it's gonna be at a big ass stadium in the UK, and then y'all they're gonna up the price up from the normal, then it'll be different. Then you can be like, okay, that's a really big fight. But here, this Joshua versus Wilder versus Fury is gonna be big, man.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
They already got our tickets right.
Right, you already got them.
They already got the tickets right.
Already got them. Yeah, they already got them.
So now they have enough time to get more people to buy more tickets.
Exactly.
Who already hold the tickets got it. I can fuck around and resell my ticket. You know what I'm saying? Look, especially if them guys from the UK can come over here. I don't know the way this Rona situation looking like. I don't know, but if they could come over here, it's gonna be a really big fight.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So Ricky, you coming now or what?
Yeah, man, I'm coming.
Shit. Man, look, you know what I said too?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if the UK fans get to come now?
See, I'm waiting till the last minute on them tickets, though, bro. Wait till the last minute.
Wait,
bro.
I don't want to wait, because I'm pretty sure if I wait, it's gonna.
No,
No, wait, I already got my security. What am I talking about?
no, you good? Yeah, I'm talking about me. I already got my hotel, so we gonna go out there anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a waste of a weekend, but
I'm thinking about buying my tickets on my ticket to the flight though.
man,
My ticket, my plane tickets to Vegas. I'm thinking about waiting till like 2 weeks out.
yeah.
I mean, not 2 weeks out, because that's when he canceled it last time.
Mm-hmm. I was just about to say that.
No,
But wait, can't you get like at least a credit? Because I know they don't.
They give you a credit that you can use in a year, or whatever. Yeah.
If my dumb ass try to do some cheap shit, yeah, let's say my shit's going.
Yeah, man. Let's get what's up with Canelo though, bro? Like, what's wrong with Canelo's fans, God? What's going on with
Canelo, bro?
Like,
they don't know. They trying to big up Bevo. They do the same thing all the time, bro.
No, like
fighter that we know is looking like they're gonna big up Bevo. They're like, yeah, Bevo's a good fight, man. I mean, he did beat John Pascal.
Yeah, but he's trying to. Yeah, but they're talking about him coming down to 168.
Yeah, and that's what I
That's
told people.
always, bro.
Dude,
That's what.
Canelo's the worst.
Yo, this is the shit that I be talking about with Canelo, bro.
Canelo's the fucking worst.
Just when you think, oh shit, like he's actually talking about a legit guy, because we don't know Bevo's legit, and now they're talking about, oh, but he got to come down to 168.
Oh man, this dude always got to have an advantage, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
like God
ridiculous,
damn.
man. Like
I know, bro. Listen, I know he's the A side and everything, but come on, bro.
bro, you the A side, you ain't the most high. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he be trying to like look. This simple with this, man. I don't see how you cannot blame the plant fight not on Canelo, bro. Not happening.
I 100%.
I don't like. What is y'all talking about? These people were saying, okay, so this what PBC gave him everything, everything. The one thing they balked at was him saying that if something happened to Caleb, that we can pick. This is Canelo now, ladies and gentlemen. Canelo's gotta approve the opponent.
And you know what I said? You know what I said?
Serious.
Look, let me keep it 100, right? I'm not saying that Canelo's involved with that type of stuff, but let's just say somebody around him was. What if they made sure that Caleb Plant didn't make it to that fight? Not saying that they're gonna harm him, but just say something's gonna happen where.
Bro, I think it's ludicrous. I think that
that money still has to go there to Canelo for $40 million.
The demand is simply fucking ludicrous, bro. You negotiated yourself out of a fight. No company would agree to that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Look, that's literally what I'm saying. Like, dude, can you imagine? And then we're living in a time period where a deadly virus is killing people and stopping fights. You telling me I'm gonna risk 40 M's on that? Boy, please.
Bro, look, Canelo never had this clause or request of any other fighter, bro. He just fought Billy Joe in Dallas. Okay, COVID was still here, right? Yep. Did anybody here have a request like this against Billy Ho Saunders?
Nope.
Hell no.
No, bro, this is something you put on the table. Look, this is exactly what this is, bro. You ever had somebody who was saying they coming over, right? You got this little bitty that's supposed to be coming over, right?
Yeah.
Y'all messaging, y'all text messaging, FaceTime. Ooh, I want to see you. I want to see you too, right? Man, why don't you come over? She like, oh man, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got internet? Yeah, I got internet. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, say this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got internet. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, you got internet. Okay, you got a laptop. My laptop broken. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, don't worry about it. I got the brand new Mac with the M1 chip, baby. You straight, you know what I'm saying? I got a printer too. You know what? I'll even cook you dinner, ma. Just come through. I got you. Anything. You need a ride home, I'll come get you right now. Right? Nah, you know what? I ain't even at home. That's what Canelo doing.
It's just like all these stipulations. Like, nah, I got one even better. It's like going to the club and they're like, okay, no hats allowed. And you're like, okay, cool. I'll take my hat off. Then like, nah, no earrings. Then you're like, okay, I'll take the earrings off. Then they're like, nah, you need a new haircut. Then you're like, nah, my barber in the back. Let me go ahead and get a haircut real quick. I'm gonna come right back. And they just like, nah, your shoes or whatever. It's just so many things that you gotta do to get inside of this club. That's how Canelo's treating Plant.
Pretty much.
And it's like, of course, somebody's gonna be like, hell no, dude, you're asking for too much.
Come on, man. You ain't got everything you asked for, bro. I'm trying to tell people, y'all, you acting like Canelo want to fight. Canelo don't want to fight nobody with any type of black slick style, bro. It don't matter.
American style, Mexican style. Right. He don't want to fight the American style.
No matter who it's in, bro. Like the truth of the matter is, bro, Canelo, his feet, he plod, bro. He flat-footed, bro. He don't want to be moving all around that ring chasing no goddamn body, bro. He don't want nobody that can get away from him either.
Fighters
out of here, bro.
That the ring that Canelo requests are very small. It's very small. And that's for a reason. It's because he don't want to chase you.
Yep.
Look, Canelo, the reason why Canelo had, you know how they say deaf people, they have or good eyesight, or blind people, they have good ear, they can just hear really good. It's like that with Canelo. It's like Canelo, he doesn't have good footwork, but he has amazing upper body movement. So he wants to fight you in the dead center.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he don't want to fight. He don't want to chase you. You know, it's just what it is. Like, and he's good. He's a good fighter. But even Oscar De La Hoya said it, and people said Oscar De La Hoya sounded like a drunk baby mama or whatever. when he said, man, Canelo's teaching this kid. This guy's so flat footed.
I mean, he wasn't lying.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely wasn't lying. But look, man. Over the years, my respect for Canelo has gone, and I know I paid Artman, I think like $70 or something like that for the shirt. And I mean, I like Canelo's fighting. I like him as a person. You know, I mean, he's a great guy. He does a lot of things for his community. He's a good role model. But as a fighter, like, I don't like the antics that he pulls. You know what I mean? They called Miguel Cotto a diva. Canelo Alvarez has to be like the biggest diva that I've ever seen in my life.
Canelo be wearing skirts, bro. He's so much.
Yeah, for real. So, but that's my problem with Canelo. It's not like he's legit. We all know he has the skills to beat pretty much anybody in the world right now at his weight class. But he doesn't challenge himself. He just doesn't. Or he waits for you to have a bad showing.
Mm-hmm.
If Jamel Charlo,
Jamel Charlo just had a tougher fight, and why people were saying, "Oh man, I think Canelo will fight him now."
Right, because that's what he does. You know?
Yeah, pretty much. And if Jamal Charlo has a bad showing, he would Canelo would probably want to fight him then. You know what I mean? This is how this guy is, and I can't respect that in terms of like his boxing, because.
What about when he say stuff like this? Oh man, I don't want to fight Charlo or Benavidez, but shit, I fight Errol Spence Jr.
Yeah, that's just like,
he for them dollars, bro. Man, Canelo comfortable as fuck, bro. He ain't trying to risk it for no biscuit. You know what I'm saying? If he gonna risk it, you gotta basically bend over and stick it in your own butt. You know what I'm saying?
Much. And you know what's funny? You guys remember when after he fought, I think it was Alfredo Angulo, and Erislandy Lara came up to him and pretty much called him out. He was like, "Oh, he told the fans from now on I'm gonna fight the guys that you want me to fight." I mean, he hasn't done it in a while.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? It's been 7 years or something like that.
Ever since Floyd, man. Floyd got that boy spooked. Yeah, I don't care what nobody say. Floyd taught him something about himself, bro. Mm-hmm. Yep. Floyd taught him something about himself.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a scary performance. When I say scary, I mean like being in Canelo's shoes, because it's like you gotta think about it. You went in there and trained hard as hell, and this old black man, embarrassed you. He nullified everything you had. I'm talking about you're stronger than him. You may not be faster than him, but you're faster, stronger, bigger than him. And he made you look like an amateur in front of your whole man. He made you look like an amateur for your whole family, for your whole country.
That has to
be in another man's country.
Yeah, bro. It has to be so like I mean, Canelo must have felt terrible. And it's funny too, because I don't know if you guys remember, his brother got a tattoo of that fight where he thought that Canelo was gonna win, so he got a tattoo of the date of the fight.
Yeah, I remember.
That shit was hilarious, and then he ended up losing the fight. So I get it. Like, you train your ass off, and you train like you've never trained before, and then this old guy, you know what I mean, he doesn't even break sweat.
It's not like you went in there and got knocked out.
Right.
It's like you literally school. It's like you the boxing school.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, that's worse than getting caught. I'm telling you, bro.
You think it's worse to get knocked out?
Yeah, it's better to get knocked out, bro. No. Because anybody can get caught, but to get in there, look, we got to think of the mentality of a fighter, right? What they say, I've been doing this since I was 8 years old, right?
Yeah.
I've been doing this all my life. This is all I know how to do. Yeah. How many times they said that? How many times we heard fighters say that?
And we seen it. We've seen the pictures of the little white kid with the red hair.
You know what I'm saying? So look, you get in there, right? You get in there, right? And everything you thought was a lie.
Yeah. Everything.
You know what I'm saying? Everything you thought you knew about boxing was a lie, bro.
It's like he playing a whole nother game.
Yeah.
Look at Canelo. It changes fighters' careers, bro. Look at Ricky Hatton. It changes fighters' careers, bro.
Mhm.
Y'all,
There
all
was,
these other, all
there
these.
was one sequence when Canelo threw like 3-4 punches and Floyd just bounced it off his shoulders, off of both shoulders, like he in the Matrix.
Yep. And then when he swung and hit
He
the
just
ropes,
caught
oh
him.
my god.
He like Canelo was looking like, yo,
Floyd
like,
changed, Floyd changed Canelo's entire outlook on boxing, bro.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Definitely gave him a reality check, man.
Man, that's why he moves
So
the
what's
way
crazy?
he moves
What's
now.
crazy? Guys that you considered less than Canelo had better fights than Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
Tougher fights, like Maidana.
Oh,
He
way
not
tougher.
at Canelo's skill wise.
Mm-hmm.
And while his fight with Floyd was tougher, he even gave that man a rematch. When you fought him, there was no
Bro,
need for a rematch.
Maidana's first round was better than Canelo's whole performance.
Entire fight, bro.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Floyd dissected Canelo.
Didn't he fight
Pretty
him
much.
after? And then he fought him after Maidana?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. It was after Maidana.
It was Canelo. Then who was out the Canelo?
I think Robert Guerrero, was it?
Was it?
Man,
think
and
so. I think
fuck
so.
ESPN
Could be
and
wrong.
them because they really
Yeah,
gave
it was Guerrero, then Guerrero, then Ortiz, right?
Ortiz before
Ortiz was like 2009, I want to say.
yeah, I think that was
2010.
way before.
Yeah.
I think it was
Okay, I know he fought Manny, then he fought Berto, right?
Yeah, Berto was his last.
Yeah.
last
Well, other than
fight.
Connor. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Connor, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
I say
Yeah, it was my, I think it was Maidana again, and then Canelo,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. And
Oh.
I think it was that order. Because I know he fought Maidana
Floyd
twice.
a bad motherfucker,
I
bro.
think it was Maidana, then Manny Pacquiao, then Canelo Alvarez.
No. Canelo was before Pacquiao.
Nah, was he?
Yeah, because
Hold on.
Canelo and Floyd fought in, I think, want to say
Yeah.
2013.
Canelo fought Floyd in 2013. Floyd fought Pacquiao like what, like 2015?
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah, man. But Floyd changed that dude's life, man.
Pretty much,
bro. Like he was on the track to take on all comers. Then he went to, you know what?
He jumped the gun too early, and I still remember they built that fight. The title of that fight was called The One.
Yep.
Canelo's the one that's gonna crack the Mayweather puzzle. They kept on saying shit like that. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Puzzle, right?
It's different, man. I'm telling you, bro. When you get knocked out, it's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Oh man,
pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's
pretty
not
much.
like, and it's not like Canelo wasn't letting his hands go.
oh man, so
That's the difference. It's not like he wasn't letting his hands go. He was letting them go, but it wasn't going nowhere.
Pretty much. It was just hitting shoulders, elbows, gloves. That's all it was. Air. And no, like this guy is saying getting knocked out. Anybody can get knocked out. You could be winning the fight and then get knocked
out. That's what I'm saying. But you get dominated, bro. That's gonna change your point of view on your life.
Pretty much.
You got to look in the mirror and question yourself. Like, what am I doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. It's different, bro. I keep trying to tell people. I mean, that's if you're being honest with yourself. A lot of people out of themselves and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But you notice ever since Floyd, after he fought Lara, after he had that really hard fight, it's been very, very, very good executed matchmaking for Canelo.
A lot of light.
Because he fought Trout. It was a pretty competitive fight. He fought Floyd, got schooled.
Trout was kind of a robbery in Texas, though, bro. Like that open scoring, they did Trout bogus, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Because they put him in panic
in that fight, bro. Yeah, they had him in panic mode, bro. And that's when Canelo was able to catch him. I think it was like either the 8th or 9th round when he called him a shit, gave him a stank leg, bro. But like Laura was in that fight. He was.
That fight was competitive. I think one of the judges, bro. I think one of the judges scored it 12-zip. It was nuts.
OC, bro.
Yeah, but after Trout, he fought Floyd, got schooled. I think he beat Angulo, had a really hard time with Lara. Ever since Lara, his matchmaking has been like tremendous.
Yeah,
I mean, props to him.
Yeah.
G1
and they got the media behind him too. What makes it so crazy because it's like, and then he got the crazy man. It's like this. Canelo gets credit for doing things that fighters been doing on a daily.
Right.
You know, like nobody gave These other guys awards for fighting unknown mandatories and shit like that, saying the best work in the world. And some of these mandatories these dudes be fighting be fucking hard as shit.
Of course. Of course.
Like Mean Machine, dude. I don't care what nobody say. Like I would not want that as a
No,
mandatory.
Mean Machine is legit though. Mean Machine,
Yeah.
like they
I would want him as a mandatory if I was a boxer. I would definitely pick a eardrum. Dude, Canelo made sure, bro, he was so look, he knew what type of level opponent he was fighting in that eardrum fight, bro.
They always do, bro.
He
That's
had
the
a
whole
whole concert.
bro. Like that's I don't get what people they have matchmakers for a reason.
For a reason. That's their
They have matchmakers
that's their
for a
job.
reason. What is y'all talking about? Have like 90%. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. 95% of fights are easy to figure out, bro.
Right.
We watch boxing for the 5% that we like. Damn, you know what I'm saying? This is just a good one. You know what I'm saying? 95% of fights are easy to figure out, bro. Stop, bro. That's why we want to see elites versus elites because ain't nobody really looking to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody looking to give it up.
My thing is, it's not just losing. I feel like they don't want to get injured in the process. They don't want to get, broken. You know what I'm saying? That's tough, man. Like look at prime example. Look at Hurd versus J-Rock. Nobody want that outcome to happen where you the man on top and then you fight a dude who he just totally outclass you. Next thing you know, you never been the same after.
It changed your attitude. It changed your view on yourself and your boxing, bro. I'm telling you. That's why people like J-Rock, he dismantled Hurd is different than getting knocked out. Knock me out.
Oh my God. And I'm a big Hurd fan. But when I watched bro. My bad for cutting you off. When I watched that fight, dude, I said, dude, you can actually play that fight in like a school of boxing.
Man, he cut
Hurd
up, bro. He cut Hurd up, bro. That shit was beautiful, man.
Dude, it was one sequence where J-Rock like literally like I don't know what Hurd was doing. He was walking towards J-Rock and J-Rock just like he cocked his hand all the way back and hit him flush. I said, "Oh my God!" And then remember that time he missed and slipped.
Yep,
he was just man.
He was sliding, coming back with up under body. Man, J-Rock whooped his ass, bro.
And I kind of felt bad for her because you know what Hurd said after that fight kind of scared me.
What did he say?
He said, "Man, I really don't remember nothing from that fight."
Oh, man, that was a short night for him, bro. You see
he
him?
Said he don't remember.
Oh, he don't remember nothing?
Yeah, like it's a blur.
Oh,
like,
man.
That's scary. Like I don't like fighters say stuff like that.
Right. And an example I like to use when we say about you just getting out box, bro. For example, Laura versus Charlo. You see what I'm saying? Lubin versus Charlo. Right. Yeah. Like Lubin, you can see he's still building himself. He could build himself a great career because I got caught. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jamel ain't do nothing fancy, bro. He just caught him. So you can say, hey, everybody get caught in boxing, bro. And knocked out
Richard Comey. He got caught. But look how he just knocked out the motherfucker who beat Rolly. Or gave Rolly his hardest fight.
That's not saying much, but
I'm just saying. He whooped the dude with momentum.
Yeah, no doubt.
After being stopped dramatically.
Yep. It's better like knock me out, bro. Don't that outboxing shit, bro. No, that's gonna make you question some shit, bro.
He said, "Hey, say, hey man, Rolly's funny as hell." I heard they talk about Devin Haney versus Rolly.
Oh, Rolly don't want them problems, man.
Yeah, he don't want that. That would be bad.
I heard they sparred and just fucking Devin told him a new asshole, bro. They don't want them problems, man.
It's bad, dude, because he gonna think he just gonna be in. And a lot of people can be like, well, Devin don't got a chin. He don't got a chin. Man, can he even touch it?
Man, Rolly ain't going to be able to get close to Devin, man. That jaw going to be so stuffed in his face. It's going to be ridiculous, bro. They better leave. They better keep Rolly away from you. He want to keep that little interim belt, whatever he got. Keep him away from fucking Devin Haney, bro.
Did you hear a little bit of rumbling? Somebody said Tank versus Keith Thurman.
That's not going to happen, man. That's bullshit, bro.
That's too much.
Even if it did, fucking Tank gonna stop Keith Thurman, bro. Tank.
Would you be interested in it though?
I'm gonna watch it because I want to see Tank stop him, bro. Like Tank's greatest strength is his weakness, bro. Going to the body. Nah, bro. Like Keith Thurman not big enough to. People don't understand, man. Tank be fucking sparring heavyweights, bro. Tank is a goddamn problem, boy. And that's what this how I say this to this, right? I said it on my stream here earlier, bro. If Tank or Errol Spence can fight at that weight comfortably, they can beat anybody in those divisions, right? So if Tank can make 147 easy and don't have no problems, he gonna stop Keith Thurman, bro. Tank is special, bro. I understand how Floyd Mayweather moving him, y'all. Everybody, oh, he moving him,
Hey,
Floyd and them got a plan for him, bro. That's all it is.
somebody made a point, and I said, "Yo, you know, I did one of those moments. Like, I don't know if you seen that GIF for the black dude with the gray shirt. He looking like, wow. I did that this morning when I heard this brother say, "Have you ever seen Gervonta Davis fight a Black American fighter?"
What difference that make, bro?
I'm just
Y'all
saying.
make fights. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. Have you ever seen that before? Not saying that he's less than. I'm just saying, like, I've never seen him fight. Like, he never had like his Floyd Mayweather Zab Judah
Oh,
moment.
no, that's coming up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up. Like right now, if you look at the way they handling Tank, bro, they building into something. You see what I'm saying? They building
Yeah,
into something. So you just gotta wait, man. And I understand what people like me personally. I think, and I like I said, I complain about other people matchmaking the same way I complain about Floyd matchmaking, bro. I understand what they doing, but see the difference between Floyd and Tank and the rest of these people out here, these other fighters like Bud and them, fucking Tyson Fury, all these other people and shit saying Tiafimo saying y'all won't smoke, but when the smoke at y'all door, y'all run the other way. You see what I'm saying? Tank ain't out here talking about, okay, I want him. He like, hey, whoever my team put in front of me, that's what I'm gonna do. They ain't took me this far. You see what I'm saying? They
exactly.
building up to something, bro. He ain't out here selling the wolf tickets.
But
And
who can possibly be next though? That's what
I
I'm.
don't know. I don't know. That's the whole thing right now. It's all depending how they want to move Tank. Me personally, in my honest opinion, feel it's time for Tank to start getting big names. And whatever way he's in, whether it's 140, if you go to 147, or if you go back to 135, you need to get in there with them Devin Haney's, with them Tiafimo Lopez's, them and in 140, the same thing. The people that's in that division. If you go to 147, you need to fuck it. Keith Thurman's an easy fight to make. You see what I'm saying? He need to
You
start
know,
there with
my
those
dude,
names that got recognition.
my dude Drip of Boxing. He posted on Twitter. He said, "Man, he posted a post that says Tank looking for smoke." And he tagged Keith Thurman and Leonard Ellaby liked the tweet.
If it happens, it happens,
And
bro.
I said, "Oh shit,
Anything's possible in this world of
Any,
ours, bro.
man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. When they said Tank fighting Mario Barrios, I was surprised. I was like, what?" And
They
I
got,
was because I know Mario Barrios. I seen him. Of course, I paid for Spence pay-per-view, so of course I seen this guy.
yeah, man. I
So
mean,
I'm like, man,
Barrios wasn't no pushover, bro. People
that
but
was a
never
yeah,
give credit, man.
that was a good match. That's good matchmaking right there. It was a risk,
Yep.
but the reward was great. It
Like
was
I said,
great,
man.
definitely.
Like Mike Johnson said, I don't know. I got to see him make this jump first and see if he can take them 147 shots first. I'm telling y'all, bro, Tank is comfortable at 147, bro.
He already beating them dudes up in
I'm,
sparring.
I'm just telling y'all, bro. Like, I understand how it looked from the outside, bro. I understand how it looked from the outside, bro. But Tank is special, guy. I'm telling y'all. I got firsthand. I ain't gonna say firsthand. I got secondhand confirmation, bro, that Tank stops heavyweights in sparring sometimes, bro.
Tank jump up and fight Jamal James for his regular belt. That'd be crazy as hell.
He stops heavyweights to the body. Tank
That
is
shit's
special,
crazy as
bro.
hell.
I'm telling y'all. I have confirmation. This is my guy.
Yeah, I heard that too. I've heard that too, man.
He was in the gym, bro. Tank ain't no bitch. I'm telling y'all, he's skilled. He ain't even showed y'all the beginning of his skill level, bro. Tank can box.
We never even seen Tank in like survival mode.
Never, bro. You
Like
not,
when
bro.
he
He too good, man. He can. I'm telling y'all, bro. That's like if they put him in there with what's the boy name at 140? The unified champion at 140, Josh Taylor. He
Josh,
can stop
dude,
Josh Taylor, bro.
I swear to God, bro, they need to make that fight, dude. Josh Taylor need to hurry up and
Yes, Mike from Boston. I'm serious.
I want to see that. I got money on that. That
Yes,
bro,
Mike. I have confirmation, bro.
dude, I will be at that fight if they make it happen. Or I'll be at the crib watching it. I don't know.
Sparring God, but he stopped him with a
I think he will
shot.
I think he will stop Josh Taylor. Most definitely. Look what Regis Prograis did to that dude eye. Tank will fucking have him, bro.
Tank is a goddamn problem. I've been telling y'all this for the last 3-4 years. Tank is a goddamn problem. Is he getting moved? Is he getting moved carefully? Yep, because they got a plan for him, bro.
They talking about longevity in this thing.
Man, but Tank a goddamn problem, bro. People don't
He
understand.
26.
Yeah, man.
He
People don't
Tank the
understand.
same age. I'm like, yo.
And BFTB made a great point, man. Y'all got to remember, Tank been starving himself to get to 130 and 135, bro. He been starving himself, bro. He's much more comfortable at 140 and 147 than he is at them lower weights,
But
bro.
the thing is, this is what people say. Well, he's so damn short.
Don't matter,
Which
bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little nervous when he went in there with Barrio.
Pacquiao short too. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all who you like.
Yeah.
Y'all get
Wait. Who taller?
Nope.
Pacquiao or Tank?
Shit, I don't know. I think they're about the same height. Hold on, but I'll find out. Hold on.
Because now you got me thinking.
I can't type today. Hold on, bro.
Oh, me and Manny Pacquiao same height.
Let's see.
Yeah, Javante. I found
5'6", Manny Pacquiao 5'6".
5'6", and Javante 5'5".
There you go. So what you talking about?
Oh shit,
on, man. Y'all, they don't want to give him love because of how he move, and I understand, bro. Yes, Tank will stop Josh Taylor. Yes, he will, Mike. Y'all sleeping, bro. Y'all sleeping, God. I'm telling y'all, if that
Mike
fight
said
ever happens,
he's
gonna stop him, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He's gonna stop Josh Taylor, bro. I'm serious. I'm serious, man. Tank a special fighter, man. And I'm not. And
look at this man's record of knockouts. And you talking about, are you serious? Look at his record of
I understand what y'all see, man. I understand the name. He ain't fighting no big names. I understand that, bro. But they move him that way for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's the styles and how he does it.
Man,
I always judge a fighter of not just only who has he beat, but how he beat him.
No matter what y'all say, bro, when he fought Mario Barrios, bro, y'all got to remember his last fight before that was at 135, and the fight before that 130. Y'all see what I'm saying? So y'all telling me a 130 pounder was able to come forward on a person that was fighting at 147 when he wanted to? Don't you see what's going on? When he wanted to.
Yeah. Leonard Ellaby said he didn't like that fight.
Man, y'all crazy, man.
Leonard Ellaby, he said he didn't like that fight with Barrios. Before the fight happened, he said he didn't like the matchup because it's too risky.
Man, like I said,
after that, I'm pretty sure he like, fuck it, give us the Josh Taylors.
And look at it like this, bro. Don't nobody actively call out Tank no more, bro. They don't. You see what I'm saying? They say Tank name in passing. Oh yeah, I'll fight. You know what I'm saying? If he come up, would you fight Gervonta Tank Davis? Yeah, if you say so. Right? Ain't nobody calling out Tank. And when Ryan Garcia was talking that rah-rah, you see what happened real quick, bro. They know what it is.
But they say, what about Lomachenko?
Lomachenko too busy worried about T.O., man. Like that fight, like a Lomachenko versus a Lomachenko or a T.O. fight's not going to happen until they get the rest of them out the way. When I say rest of them, that's the T.O. Lomachenko fight. And whoever else they try to dip in there with whoever got them belts at that time. They're not going to fight Tank until it's absolutely necessary because that's what Top Rank does. Y'all already know that. Come on now.
When is it going to be ever necessary?
Come on, man. When ain't nobody else over there to fight. That's what's about that. Look, man. The business of boxing is staying in the business of boxing. Y'all forget who y'all dealing with. This is Bob Arum. Bob Arum is going to juice that carrot until he can't anymore. And then when he can't, he going to throw your ass to the wolves. Isn't this what he does all the time? Isn't this his MO?
The way he talk about Andy Ruiz, like Andy Ruiz wasn't one of his signees at the time, it's just funny as hell, man. Low-key disrespectful. He's like, dude, a non-puncher like Andy Ruiz beat Joshua. Look at this guy. He's a fat guy. Like, just talking shit about a guy that
they know.
like, this guy, you don't got no shame, huh?
They know. You know what I'm saying? They know. They all know. I hate that people sit up here and try to act like these different fighters in these different camps don't know what's going on, bro. They're in the business of boxing. They hire people that hire matchmakers to take care of that for them, bro. If that was the case, we'd all get the fights we want to see straight out the gate.
He got that MBF list. You know what that is?
No black fighters, man.
Yep, that no black fighter list.
Come on, man. What y'all?
Come on, man. Like, we gotta be real. We so far in time for us to not look at
That's what I'm saying, bro.
and see what the fuck is going on. Of course, they've been talking about race in boxing. Of course, they try not to match up certain fighters, dude.
Bro, it doesn't have to be discussed. It's pointed.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it doesn't have to be discussed.
Past.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be discussed at Top Rank because that's the business model, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like when you asked earlier, do it come up? It don't have to come up. It's already known. Hey, we don't want this fighter against this fighter. That fight, that's matchmaking. That's matchmaking.
Yep. You know how them boys get down, man. And like, hold on. Let me have my brother up in here.
Hey, man, I got to get out of here, man. I got to get ready to work tomorrow. I appreciate you, God.
That's cool. I'm trying to get these watch hours up, so.
I hear you, bro. Man, y'all have a great night, man. Thanks so much for y'all attention.
Thanks for joining the show, brother.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe and share the video, man. Get the brother on, man. Help him out.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I got you on the Twitter, man. Most definitely.
No doubt, man. Have a great night, God. I appreciate you.
Yep, you too.
Right.
What's going on, brother?
Chilling, man. Yo, I just heard the news, man. I just seen some news, man. It's saying that PBC. I mean, the second fight, if Plant was to fall out, the second fighter would have been David Benavidez. Did you hear that?
Yep, I heard that, and yep. But I'm not surprised, dude. We know what time it is with this guy, man. It's like in his matchmakers. They trying to preserve Canelo, man, and it's like you're doing harm to his career by doing this.
Man, that's what it sounds like. His whole, I mean, it kind of sounds like his whole career been that way, though. Like either Oscar was trying to protect him, or Canelo wasn't taking the fights Oscar was putting in front of him.
Let me tell you, I don't know if you guys ever heard this before, but I've seen it. It was on a HBO, like it was like an up and coming fight for Canelo, and they were explaining. They were saying, man, they was talking about Canelo's looks, and they said something that was once perceived as a weakness is now used as a marketing tool. And I, if you can read between the lines, I believe they are talking about his white complexion. Canelo, he gets somewhat of a benefit of that because of his complexion. Let's be honest, dude. They let him skip around certain things, man, and they treat him a certain way.
Right.
Second, bro, Canelo doesn't want to do 10 weeks VADA testing. He don't want to do it. That's what I believe. And you know, it is what it is, dude. Because it's not just. It's sad, dude. It's sad.
Yeah. The most intriguing thing is that people get behind these popular figures, and it's really kind of hard to even silence that, like the bullshit, right? So if you see it and you call it out, then you're automatically labeled, whether it can be a hater or something like just something crazy. Like people will turn a blind eye to the obvious, right? So they say common sense is so common, and you see, I've grown through the sport, right? So I watched Mayweather when I was much younger. Till now, like I'm watching Canelo, and like you see the bullshit, but what they do is they deflect back to Mayweather, which is, I don't understand that. Like, why do you think they do that?
Because they try to say, well, look, Mayweather, he used to have stipulations in the contract and da-da-da-da, but we ain't never heard of Mayweather having stipulations like this. The stipulations in Mayweather's contracts was get your ass in this damn drug testing program. That's my stipulations. What you mean? Right. And they're complaining about those type of stipulations, or the stipulations where, oh, I don't like those gloves that you wear. You can't wear those gloves. There ain't no padding in it. They don't like those type of stipulations.
it's reasonable for someone like Mayweather that came up from 126, right?
Yeah.
When you're up at 147, 154, it's like, come on, like you really have to negotiate and really try to come on top in these kind of situations, because at the end of the day, you're the smaller man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just the smaller man, so it makes sense for you to try to negotiate and try to get as much as you can, after sitting down. But I've seen from 154 when it was the Canelo weight, right, at 155. And what I believe is that he fought Cotto at 155 for the middleweight belt, right? Is that's correct, right?
He
And then
fought.
so,
He
huh?
fought Cotto. I think he fought Cotto at like a catch weight of like 150 something.
Yeah, for the middleweight belt, for the WBC middleweight belt.
Cotto?
Yeah, he had the belt because he beat
Or are you saying
he
for the
beat Sergio
junior
Martinez.
for the junior middleweight belt or the full
No,
belt?
the middleweight belt. Because it was the point where Gennady Golovkin was trying to line up Sergio. It wasn't
Yeah,
Sergio Martinez.
and
It was the guy that knocked out Paul Williams. I forget his name.
yeah, I know.
Or is it Sergio Martinez? Yeah. But then right, he gives the catch weight to Cotto, and then he moves up to 160. Now he has all the belts. And now he only needs one belt to unify with Andrade. That doesn't happen. Now he's at 168 and he's trying to unify, and the fight looks like it's not going to happen. So now you have a trend. And so I don't really understand like why people are like going on a limb to say, well, Caleb Plant needs to be grateful. Why is he asking for $100 million or so on and so forth and that stuff like that, and not paying attention to why Caleb Plant came out in the first place and put those things out there. Like, they don't care about that. They was like, well, you need to be grateful that you're fighting Canelo. It's like, no, let the man get his money. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you pocket? Why are you pocket
Just
watching?
be
Like,
great. Be grateful that you're in the presence of Canelo.
like what the?
Be
I tell
be
people,
grateful that you're
Canelo's
getting money.
he's not a star. I mean, he's not a superstar. He's a boxing star. But can you consider him a superstar?
I say Canelo. He's
Is he
big.
transcending?
No, because he don't really speak English. But people
Mayweather.
know him. They know him, but he's not like where a lot of black people and Mexicans gonna stop what they doing to go watch Canelo. It's more of a lot of Mexicans gonna ride for Canelo. He don't really have like the fan base of all the people. Like if Tank, like okay, check this out. Mayweather, when he fought black, Chinese, Mexican, all races came out and watched that fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the
Mm-hmm.
ethnicities came out and watched that fight.
Right.
With Canelo, it's just like a majority Latino base. You know, it's not like he has everybody, the whole world, all the stars coming out, Jack
Mm-hmm.
Nicholson and shit coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Right. So you see, because he fights in Miami, Texas, and on the West Coast, and that's it. Right.
But maybe if he was fighting one of these other guys like a Jamal Charlo,
Uh-huh.
shit, in Houston, or just somewhere in Texas in general, or Cali, bro,
Right.
or David bro, it's just like either David Benavidez or Charlo. It don't matter. The fight's gonna sell out because we want to see you against young talent.
But that's what happens, though, right? They drag it out as long as they can, man.
They
Right.
drag it
So
out as long as they can,
They
but
just they drag it out, and people go along for the ride and that stuff like that, and justify why what's happening, right? And in a way, you don't want to give up, right? You don't want to give up your position on the chessboard. So
like I
Canelo
said, Canelo doesn't
he's in
want
a
to.
particular place
Go
on
ahead.
the right on the chessboard, right? So there's just certain moves that you have to make, and there's certain criticism that you're gonna have to take to keep your position on the chessboard. He's making a shit ton of money right now. A shit ton of
Man,
money.
and a lot of people are making money. Look, and here's the thing:
You know,
Canelo's not just making money.
right?
Canelo's making money, and the people that's associated with Canelo and the people around him making money too. So you know how to keep on making money if he keeps on winning.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right, and so they're gonna try to do. Someone was saying that, right? So Canelo wanted, so he like I said that that extra fighter was Benavidez in case Caleb was to fall out. But then PBC, I was, in my opinion, PBC countered and said, "Well, we just give you a 2-fight deal. There you go, like problem solved. Like you don't have to, and you can make really good money on pay-per-view as well, right? So your first pay-per-view do well. What do you think the second fight against Benavidez or Charlo is going to do on pay-per-view? In the first fight, you got 40 million. So if you're the star that you say you are, you can fuck around and make over 100+ million with PBC.
Then you can really be the Floyd Mayweather
in 2 fights.
That's like people say that you are compared to.
In 2 fights. Exactly, in 2 fights, man.
2 fights.
One thing I say is that people say
Al Heyman over here trying to give him the same check, write him the same check he gave Floyd Mayweather or somewhere near it if you take this damn deal. Because if you take this deal and the fight goes playing, you beat the first guy, then you get a deal to look. Mm-hmm. If you fight Plant, mm-hmm. you're undisputed. Mm-hmm. Then you fight Charlo or Benavidez in an undisputed title defense, bro. You're gonna get like $100 million, bro. You're gonna get $100 million check.
And think about it. The NFL is going on. The NFL is coming back, right? The NFL is on Fox, and you have basketball that's coming back as well.
Yep. Like somebody asked me yesterday on the panel. He said, "Are you guys more interested in the fight happening on just happening? Or are you excited that it will happen on Fox?" Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, I don't care what it happens on, but I'm not stupid, dude. If it went on Fox, I would be excited because I know Fox does a great job of promoting fighters. And to promote a guy like Canelo, dude, what? Mm-hmm. Bro, Fox will have Canelo bigger than what he is right now. Way bigger.
Absolutely.
Way bigger.
I think unconsciously as boxing fans, we want one face, one body. Right? And I'll give this. The PBC has had a hell of a year this year. Like they just like you can't deny it. Like they can put fights on pay-per-view, or they can put fights on regular TV, and like you just get those gems, man. Like you see upsets, you see like back and forth action and that stuff like that. And I really think they're in their stride. But one thing that I do find odd, you have a promoter, Al Heyman, that made Floyd Mayweather a billionaire, and he also took 100+ fighters from Golden Boy, and you're not trying to do business with that guy? What?
Shit,
that is crazy.
You know why?
He's the best boxing mind in the sport right now. Like when it comes to business, you know, it doesn't have to say a word.
And they know it.
Don't have to say a word, man.
Look at Deontay Wilder. They talk about him and all this. He can't box and all that. But look what Al Heyman did for his career. This dude's coming off a beer truck. Now, it's reported that Deontay Wilder is the richest American American boxer. Yeah, go look it up. Errol Spence said it too. Errol Spence said, if your name not Deontay Wilder, you're not making more money than me.
I believe it, man. I believe it.
Yeah.
He's giving people what they want, man. And I think like, that comes with being, you know, in the atmosphere of greatness. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that criticism. Like people are gonna come for your head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? To get rid of a team, right? You go for the king's head. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the case. But
Yeah,
PBC just don't have one king; they have multiple kings, which is making it more
multiple.
difficult for the
And
competition to
that's the
deal with
thing.
them. Because you don't just have Deontay
They
Wilder.
thought
You have Earl Spence, the Charlos, Deontay. Who else? Um, you,
Javante. Oh, you said Javante already.
you got Leo. You got Leo Santa
You just got
Cruz.
so you got
You got
you got and
also
his boots on the rise.
in his boots, right? You know what I'm saying? Like Mikey Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean. Like, come on, you got Danny. Like, he broke
You know,
a deal for
I
Danny
remember
Jacobs
when
on his
Wilder
own, yo.
lost.
For people to say he don't work with nobody, a lot of his fighters seem to go to other networks and get money with him. That's, you know what I mean? Like, I find that
Can you
stuff
hear me?
odd.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying, damn, I lost my train of thought. But no, I remember after Wilder lost, right, to Fury, people were
Right.
saying they were saying the racial shit like, oh yeah, this is the end of black fighters, it's over, da 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 da. And I'm like, dude, y'all acting like Wilder's the only black fighter we got.
Right. Too
That shit
many
was just
black.
crazy, man. They was just like, yeah, Wilder lost. And then what's his name? That racist white man that got into it with Floyd. His old ass still alive. Um, he goes
Oh,
on the PBC. Larry Merchant.
yeah, Larry Merchant.
Yeah, the Larry
Mm-hmm.
Merchant. Hey, my brother Dante said he the grand wizard of the decaf. Yeah, the grand wizard came on the show and said it's the end of the black hope.
Look, man,
Hey,
that's it is. It's crazy, right? They say, you know what I mean? Like, nothing's new under the sun. You know what I mean? Like, and I
yep.
truly believe Deontay Wilder is going to go out and make an example of Tyson Fury, man.
And they're
He's
afraid of
he
that because, yep,
he's going to go make an example out of him, man. And I'm not sure if you agree with this and that stuff like that, but just in general, masculinity is just under attack at this moment. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And so censorship is a huge thing right now. Like, they're just trying to censor everybody. Um, but what Deontay Wilder has on his hands and what October 9th is going to be, he's going to be a superstar after this.
You know what I said
Oh,
too? I
superstar.
said
This is not going to be just like
the
some
reason why
Deontay Wilder won. No, he's going to be a superstar after this.
superstar. The
Yeah.
reason why I feel like this fight it means so much to old media. It's because Wilder, when he wins, he's not just winning.
Mm.
His fans, the people that supported him since day one, the LDBC, and all the people that was just rocking with him, and getting his back, they're winning too. Because their credibility is going to go all the way up, while old media credibility goes all the way down for vouching for this guy. Especially if Wilder produces that evidence that he's been sitting on of
Mm.
Tyson Fury cheating.
Right.
Oh man, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be bad.
No, it is. And I think you have a lot of
Yeah,
people that want it to play out that way too. Like, you want a lot of you have a lot of people that want it
what?
to play out that way. Like, after Deontay Wilder beats him, that then he releases all that evidence. Like,
They're
I feel
afraid of
like
that. I feel like they're afraid of that, and they're prolonging it.
But I feel like that's like the perfect ending. You know what I mean? Like, that's the perfect ending. Like, checkmate, motherfucker. You know, like I
Yep, all them niggas all the media that they bought and paid
mm,
off to say Wilder ain't this, Wilder ain't that. They're gonna be looking crushed. Mike Carpenter, all them dudes, they're gonna be looking crushed.
really, they're not gonna have anything to say.
Man,
But what they will do is that they'll probably adjust to hop on the bandwagon after. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they be like, no, they'll probably be like, yeah, Tyson Fury, he's a piece of shit, man. You know, we should have knew that
all
he
the
was like
reports are going to
this.
start coming out.
But yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, you gonna. And that's what I said. I said, dude, I cannot wait till the day that media stops promoting Tyson Fury the way they're doing and just let his real stories come out.
Mm.
Man, he gonna look like the worst thing that ever happened to boxing, which I think he is. He's everything that's wrong with boxing: cheating, the mob, lying.
Yeah, they're not. I
Come
mean,
on
but
now, he lied
they're not.
about. Yeah.
They don't care, man. They never cared, man. They don't care. They're kind of go. Excuse me. They're going where the money's at.
Yep, and I don't expect them to care.
You know.
And I
I
don't
don't care,
expect
man.
him to care. All I care about is him going in that ring. Because here's the thing that I love about this sport, right? We
Mm.
live in a world, right, where I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. We live in a world where white supremacy dominates, right? They dominate us socially, economically. You know, it's fucked up. We've been oppressed. But one thing, one place for sure that they can't, or when everything's on the up and up, they can't touch you. It's when you're in that ring, because it's not the system, the laws, or anything behind you to protect you. It's just two men going in there and fighting, you know, defending their lives. It's none of that. That's the point they have to prove, to defend their lives against this guy. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna get down. No rules, no nothing. This is just it's really hard to explain, man.
But I mean,
But
that's the
you catch
beauty.
my
That's the beauty and
catch
the
my
essence of it. That's the beauty and the essence of the sport, man. That one on
like,
ones,
yeah, you
right?
could touch me outside. Yeah, you could touch me outside
Yeah,
the ring, calling the police and shit on me and all that bullshit, on that racist shit. But hey,
yeah.
inside this ring, that shit's not here. The police can't come save you. You can't do this. You can't do. You know what I'm saying? This is
Right, 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 right,
it's man on man against man.
right.
I can kill you up in this ring, and you can kill me.
I'm thinking like that's one of our natural instincts, though, as human beings, man. Like we respect that one on one, man. Like that whole the team sport and that stuff like
Yeah,
that is cool and that stuff like that, but the one on one, like that's just totally like that's a totally different kind of mindset right there, you know.
dude.
You know, like
If there's any way for you to flex you being superior in that
yeah,
one instance, it's in that ring. Because you know that saying, survival of the fittest.
yeah.
Shit, ain't that what it is when you go in that ring? Survival of the fittest,
I call it
or the
self
most
pres.
intelligent.
Yeah, I call it self preservation. You know,
Come on, man. Let's cook, man. Let's keep it 100.
they.
Shit, it's Monday. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, PBC. I mean, I would say if you're a fighter, how could you not want to sign with PBC? You know, like they're like this is a movement.
If you a
Like
fighter,
I was looking at numbers like when PBC opened their YouTube compared to when Top Rank opened their YouTube, right? So Top Rank opened their YouTube in like 2009. PBC opened their YouTube up in 2015, and their subscription numbers are basically identical at this moment. You know, like
and Top Rank been around since the damn 80s. The damn what, 70s, 60s? Come
yeah,
on,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Y'all been
yeah.
around since the 70s. Y'all supposed to be the
Mm-hmm.
superpower in boxing right now.
Mm-hmm.
What you talking about? You got ESPN behind you, and you telling me y'all, bro, and you telling me that y'all fights are flopping and y'all fights got to go to purse bid, bro. Bro. Top Rank been around since I was before I was born, dude. And you
The
telling me
difference is
y'all top fighters going to purse bids? Come on,
right.
bro.
You never hear a disgruntled PBC fighter, but you always hear about disgruntled Top Rank fighters, and which I think that takes away from the brand.
Bro,
So PBC doesn't have. I mean, if people want to say anything, it's like, well, oh, they're losing their contract against Fox or whatever the case may be, which isn't. I mean, that's your opinion, but it isn't proven. But you don't have any disgruntled fighters on that stable, and then you had a disgruntled fighter that came out and said something, and then recanted his statement.
Retracted, said, "Man, I'm
Yeah,
sorry."
yeah.
Yeah,
Same thing Regis Prograis did. He went on and said something.
yeah.
Same thing Chris Colbert did. Like, this isn't just about a fighter. Like, this is a movement right here, you know. And
Let
I
me
don't
tell
really.
you. You know how I know? You know how I know this for real? Hold on.
What's up?
Let me go off real quick. You know
Oh,
how I know this for real?
what's up?
Because I don't. You know who Jamal James is?
Yeah, he's from your city.
Yep. So I
Yeah.
went to the gym and I trained with him, right, for a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. And I asked him, I said, "Man, so what's Al Heyman like, dude?" I'm telling you, man, this dude had the biggest grin on his life. I mean, in his face, on his face. He was basically just like, he was telling me, like, "Yeah, Al Heyman's a good dude. He's a good dude, man." Like, I'm talking about, like it's like basically saying, like, I mentioned somebody that changes his life, and he just showed me, like, or basically explained to me, like, "Yeah, this motherfucker, like, he's just a generally a good dude, man."
Yeah,
He
yeah.
put people in position to win. And that's the
Mm,
best type of person in life. It's somebody that can put you in a position where you can use your talents to win.
exactly. Yeah.
But
And
you
he,
gotta take a risk.
the most powerful thing is that and I agree with the stance that he takes, is that he moves in silence. Um, I always said that my
Unlike
biggest, I always said
Eddie
that my,
Hearn.
yeah, yeah, right. Unlike Eddie Hearn, I always said that through any social injustices that's going on in this world, I said my biggest protest is in my house, right? With my boys and that stuff like that. That's my biggest protest. Me teaching my boys what to do, how to conduct themselves, character, loyalty, integrity. I feel like that's what the PBC movement is. Like, they're just moving in silence, man. Like, you hear the fighters talking, you don't hear anything about the promoter talking or anything. He's a ghost.
Pe-
So Eddie Hearn can
People
say something,
underestimate
Bob Aaron can say something, and they don't hear anything. You just don't get a reply.
facts. Facts. But my thing is, dude, people downplay what the fuck we just experienced. We just sat here and watched a whole promotional no matter of fact, three promotional companies go out there and lie to the general public about a fight that was happening in a country that we're unfamiliar with, that doesn't have fights.
Mm. Mm.
Literally. They sat three promotional companies sat here for multiple months and told us that the American champion is never getting this fight with Tyson Fury, or the American former champion is never getting this fight with Tyson Fury, and the fight that's happening is in Saudi Arabia. Deal with it. They just sat there and lied to us, bro.
Mm.
That's embarrassing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are we just supposed to act like this didn't happen? Yeah, I'm glad Wilder versus Fury 3 is happening, but are we just gonna act like like my bad? Like, we just see this? Like, you guys didn't just finesse us, dude. Finesse the public opinion.
Mm.
Man,
Mm.
it
Right.
was at a point. I don't know if you got Twitter.
Yeah.
You got Twitter?
Yeah, I got Twitter.
Okay, I don't know if you've seen it, but I remember just having constant battles about this Wilder versus Fury happening, Joshua Fury, Joshua Fury not happening,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember people were laughing at me, dude, laughing at me, until it got closer to the month of May, and people were just starting to look, like, man, I don't know, this guy might be right, man. At a point, I kind of wanted to feel bad for them fans. I was just like, nah,
Yeah.
fuck them, because I was like, nah, look, y'all gonna see this fight not happening. And for them to do, and for Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum to do that to the fans, and for people to still believe these guys, it
Mm-hmm.
just lets you know over Al Heyman, it
Right,
lets you
right.
know that racism is really big and alive because they rather have two lying white men that they can see over a black man that's trustworthy that they never seen.
They know, but
It's crazy.
I highly doubt that they don't know about Al Heyman. That's a powerful person, man.
No, I'm not talking
Like
about
he's
Bob
not like
Arum.
I
No,
don't
I'm talking
compare
about the
him.
fans.
Eddie Hearn is not on the level of Al Heyman. They shouldn't even be compared. A Bob Arum isn't on the level of Al Heyman. Like they shouldn't be. This man worked with the likes of Michael Jackson, Prince, uh, fucking MC Hammer. Like he's
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
real
he's
shit.
throwing massive concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even.
He's been doing this since before I was born, dude. Before I was even
Yeah,
thought
you know
of.
what I'm
My
saying?
mama
Like
was a kid.
he had he got well. I think what inspired him was that he had a brother that was in boxing that fought Sugar Ray Leonard, and
Yeah, I heard that.
and yeah, and I
Yeah,
think he lost. So he lost, and so he seen how the business did his brother dirty. So then that would and so that would inspired him to get into boxing. But the people he ran into for his first fighters, he's talking about Vernon Forrest, Andre Berto, Floyd Mayweather, and then gets Floyd Mayweather out of the top rank deal, and you know what I mean, and then now he has the greatest fighter, and he has the best fighter.
the rest was
Uh,
his. The
yeah,
rest
the
is
rest was
history.
history, you know, and like this man has done crazy. I mean, it's applaudable. I applaud him what he's done at this moment, man. Like, I think Canelo was making a grave mistake right now, man.
And that's why I feel like it's kind of insulting as a Black American. It's kind of insulting when they compare Canelo to Floyd Mayweather because I'm like Floyd Mayweather did so much
Mm-hmm.
for a guy. He's been through so much. Canelo never had the treatment where the media hated him. The media loves
Yo,
this guy. Stop comparing him to Floyd, man.
yo,
Canelo's never had his pretty boy moment. He
you
fighting
know
guys that Floyd
yo,
beat earlier.
you know the
Go ahead.
cartel kidnapped his brother though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And look,
That's some
the
shit right
cartel.
there.
Look, here's the thing. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to me, man, I like to be truthful and I like to think about certain things. Like I brought up how Canelo wants $40 million, and
Mm-hmm.
if Caleb Plant don't show up,
Mm-hmm.
he's still gonna get $40 million. You know what I said? I said, dude, man, let's keep it 100. Canelo may not be involved with it, but somebody around him will probably make sure Caleb Plant don't make it to that fight. Because if you know he's going to get a guaranteed $40 million to fight a scrub, you could
Yeah.
turn around and put your own money on it and double that money.
You think
I'm
someone's
just
gonna
saying,
walk in this gym and huh?
somebody gonna walk in this gym and start coughing, or somebody gonna be a double
Yeah,
leg
I was gonna
injury.
say someone's gonna open up a canister of COVID and just
Bro,
so he's gonna
look,
walk away and start.
I'm telling you,
They gonna send
I'm
someone with
telling
COVID
you.
to the gym.
Yep, yep. I wouldn't be
Nah, yo,
surprised.
I believe that shit, man. They would do some fucking
It, it-
foul shit,
because you got to
foul
think
stuff
about
like
it.
that.
It's bro, $40 million. That is money that can change people's lives, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
They make
yeah,
move,
yeah.
bro, bro. They make movies and shit about. Nah, I'm not even gonna take it there. But I'm just saying, like, that's a lot of money to. That's a lot of money to. That's guaranteed. And for Canelo to be having the mob around him
Uh-huh.
kidnapping his brother and shit,
Yo, the mob and the
hey,
cartel. I think the mob and the
bro,
cartel are two different things, man. Like the cartel is they ruthless, man. I mean,
yeah,
the mob is ruthless too, man. But I've seen like I've just I guess I guess I missed the mob era, but I've seen the Godfathers, all that, but the cartel, shit, man. If you got
Scary,
cartel
right? Scary.
problems, like why would you got Canelo had, or maybe he still does have, he has cartel problems, man. That is I'm curious to
And
why
that's
he
why I
hasn't
tell
moved to
people,
to America or something like that.
because they'll still get, bro. They'll still get you here.
Yeah, I ain't lying, man.
They'll still get you here,
Yeah,
man.
that is true.
What?
Damn.
Especially, bro. Come on now. They'll still
Yeah.
get you here, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. So I'm like, when Canelo, he's in a situation where it's not just him making money. It's a lot of people around him making money too. And I don't know, are you a fan of Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Chappelle show?
Yes. I've seen all.
There's an
I've seen. Yeah, I
episode
grew up
where
on it. I
Dave
watched it. Yeah.
Chappelle. Okay, yeah, me too. So there was a scene where Dave Chappelle inked a deal where it was like in the public or whatever, they were telling the whole public how much money he made for the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And since the public was bragging about the deal that he made, everybody was acting very different, charging him a certain amount, just treating him different. You know, with
Yeah.
Canelo, the Zone went out here and told the world that this guy is so rich, he's so rich, he's so rich. We're giving him this much money, da 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 da. You don't think that's people around him or people that seen that and say, "Man, that's a lot of money. I'm pretty sure I can come talk to this guy." You know, people don't like to think like that because a lot of people
Yeah.
grow up in a world where they think shit just all bubblegum and sunshine.
Yeah. He's making a lot of money for a lot of businesses too.
Yeah.
And I'm just astounded. Like this deal didn't get made.
Man, I say it ain't sold at the drug testing, man. If it's that, man, I'm gonna be, I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna be
Did you?
surprised, but I'm just gonna be like,
And so the first Gennady fight, or either was the second and stuff like that. Did you like point out that did you see that he had like, I don't know, like maybe it's normal, like pimples on his abs? Like I thought that was weird. Like even with the Charlos, like they always have this pimple on the back of their neck. Like I always find that I always find that weird. Like just pimples in just certain like areas and that stuff like that. Do you find that
I
odd,
wouldn't
or do you
necessarily.
think that's just normal?
I think that's just normal, but when it comes to
Okay.
Canelo, since he's a proven performance enhancing drug user,
Mm-hmm.
or he did use it before,
Yeah.
it's not out the realm of possibilities when it comes to him. With Charlos, they haven't been caught with anything, so I can't really
Yeah.
assume that they would do something like that. But somebody who has the history of doing it,
He said,
I wouldn't put it past them.
he said it was the
I
tacos.
just look. I'm
He
just
said
saying off my
he said
own
it was the
eyes,
beef. I ain't gonna.
bro.
I don't care.
Come on
Yo,
now.
look, man. Look, tacos is the shit, man. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, do you like tacos,
Uh, yeah, there's never no tacos that I ate and I was like,
bro?
damn, I'm about to go crazy in the gym afterwards.
Sure, bro. Like,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
I ain't never had a taco from Mexico as pre-workout for my boy. Because I don't gotta go to VADA testing, so let me get some of that meat. Shit, I'll be at the gym going crazy as hell.
My boy Canelo out there, 160, had all the energy in the world, yo. Fight the whole fight. I'm like, yo, Canelo usually die out in the later rounds, yo. Like, how, yo, what?
No, he did kind of fade in the later rounds in that fight, but I know what you're saying, dude. When
He
I
fighting
watched that
Spurs.
fight,
I
I said,
guess I
man.
said he fighting Spurs. I mean, but I guess that is. I
But
guess
the
that's a
way
pro.
he,
Yeah, it's a pro style.
But the way he was moving in that fight,
Uh-huh.
he was moving so fast. Like,
So
if a lot of people say, "Oh, well, he
he
was
wasn't fighting no
smaller. He was
Floyd
at
Mayweather.
160." The thing is, man, my thing is with Canelo, the type of style Canelo has, it's kind of similar to the American style, kind of similar. But to have that style, you got to have great athleticism. And I feel like Canelo body may not be, I'm not, may not be able to hold up to that style. So he may need that extra umph. You know what I'm saying? That extra umph that give him that power. You know that man like his beef. But who knows, man? All I'm saying, dude, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that Canelo refused drug testing because he's been caught. He's been caught. It's not my conjecture. It's not my opinion. He's been caught. But yeah, shout out to everybody that joined the chat. Make sure you go on my website, artmanapparel.com. It's Artman Boxing on all social media platforms. Artman Boxing for everything. And salute to you guys.